Welcome to a special series where we're talking to technology practitioners to share their experience in having implemented and managed technology. Today, we'll be talking to Nikhil Bhushan, CTO of Starbucks India. With his decades of experience, he wants to talk about the vision and strategy and how he has worked with folks to drive the strategy and align themselves with the vision of the company itself. So without further delay, let's jump right in. Nikhil, thank you for talking to us and sharing your views. Let me start with asking, how do you articulate vision of IT within your organization?
Sure. So, essentially, the way I put it is it's very important to understand the context of where we are working. So, I'm a coffee shop, end of the day, right? Being Starbucks, I mean, the focus of the organization will always be around giving the best coffee and the best experience. So, the whole, I would say, the strategy is how do I make that business successful? So, not necessarily is like, no, I get in the best of cutting tech, which is probably more involving from a tech perspective. If it's not adding value to business, probably it will fall flat and it will not get the type of backing it's supposed to get. So just to get the championship around it, I mean, I try keeping my one is of course the vision, which I said it's a so I can't do coffee with technology, but I can certainly make the customer experiences the best when they come to our cafeteria, to our coffee shops, or even if they order through any of the channels. So that experience has to be very seamless in omni-channel. And how do I do that is by getting the simple technologies. So for me, in fact, I try to keep my tech stack as simple as possible. At the end of the day, whenever I get typically a few consulting hats coming around and giving me a nice fancy presentation, I generally cut it off by saying, you know what, I'm really while I appreciate what you are sharing, but for me, is it going to impact my my two things, which is improve the coffee experience and have that seamless customer experience enhanced. As long as it's contributing, we are fine. Otherwise, I mean, other things they are more incidental rather than strategic for me in that sense.
Makes sense. Thank you. Now let me go deeper into that and ask you, how do you ensure your IT team is aligned with the vision of the organization?
Perfect. So, in fact, in Starbucks, we have this great culture where we have the store immersion done for each and every one. So, right from the CEO to myself, as the CTO and my team, we have spent at least a week at the store selling coffee, understanding what it takes to give that experience to the customer. And post that is when you come to the support center or to to your respective location to run the show. Now, in that sense, yes, I mean, my mool mantra to the team has always been that, okay, when you are talking technology to operations or, whenever, let's say there's a conflict or, there's some challenge in one of the IT systems, put yourself in the shoe of the barista. Think, okay, standing at a store, you don't understand technology, and your primary focus is to serve the customer, right? So, what would your anxiety be, and what would your expectation from the tech be? Once you understand that, I think then your thought process and your actions, they become very, very natural to you, and then you don't think yourself as tech anymore. You think yourself as the barista. How I'm going to solve this problem now, whether it's in my one of the silos teams or whether it's my core application which is giving a problem. That ownership automatically comes because when you start thinking that, okay, you're standing in front of a potentially dissatisfied customer and you need to get it right. So the entire chain follows post that.
From your experience, what has been your biggest obstacle in achieving your vision?
Absolutely. So I have been recent in this role. So it's just been a little over I would say about 3 months now. And Starbucks has, of course, in India, it's been 12 years as a organization. Globally, it's it's been right from the 60s. So it's certainly has a set culture and way of working which people are used to. And obviously, there's always this new ideas that come in, but at the same time, I also need to respect that, okay, how things are working in the organization, right? So a simple challenge what I typically face is, yes, I'm whenever I am trying to maybe think in isolation from a tech point of view, right? And which again, so there's something I've learned very quickly that it's not always the best tech solution, but it's more of the best cobbled up solution, including operations, including customer service, including everyone, right? So as long as that's there, and so yes, I mean there are at times challenges where maybe maybe I have to let go few of my when I, as a CTO, when I'm trying to get the best of tech, I need to at times mellow down, saying okay, maybe it's not the right time. But yes, I mean just have it spread over a period and then get things done. And I think similar is with my team, because since they are so enriched with with the tech knowledge and of the culture, so at times they have this wonderful idea, they want to have that implemented quickly, but then obviously being an organization of our size, I mean it's not something we are having the best of agility as of now, but we are getting there. So certainly we are not the same Starbucks what we were maybe 12 years back in terms of at least the tech. And I'm pretty confident we will not be the same maybe 3 years from now, because I mean we will also be adopting to the market and the dynamics around that.
Nikhil, thank you for taking the time today and sharing your experiences and views about the marketplace itself.
Thanks Venu, thanks for having me here, and lovely to see you.
Folks, I have 3 key takeaways for you from this discussion. First, you should always look at IT's vision and IT's objectives in the context of the business vision and the business objectives. The second thing is, IT always needs to put itself in the shoes of the business. This will ensure that the IT teams and the IT projects will have a greater success. The third is that the best IT solutions might not always be the best solutions for the business. So look at it from what is the best business solution and ensure that you actually prioritize that rather than the best tech solution itself. Hopefully that gives you a view about how the market is adopting technology and how the vision and strategy is being looked at in an organization. Looking forward to seeing you in our future videos. Thank you. Have a nice day.